Yo. Yo. What up? Kalia with the dilly. With the dilly. Bam, what up? Mike, what up? You was first? Nah, Mike, according to the timestamp, you was third. But you know what I'm saying? It's all good. How we doing, people? Let me tell J-Bone Capone. I'm gonna be up in this bitch. Have my man J-Bone come with me. J-Bone. Alright, got my man J-Bone. J-Bone might come join us. J-Bizone. Hey, Billy C. Charles Burley versus Emil Griffith. Hey, Billy C. Don't know why you put Billy C. Charles Burley versus Emil Griffith. Probably Emil. What's good, my brother? Happy Easter, everyone. Word up. You too. Hit the like right when you get in. Word up. Yo, guys, you see what's behind me, right? This is the shit we're auctioning off right behind me. Mike Tyson signed glove. Ben Whitaker would get destroyed. I feel like he quit. Yeah, but he whooped homie's ass this fight, although it was a bit of a premature stoppage, I feel like. Marco, let's talk Conwell. Yeah, man. Sorry, Marco. Oh, no problem. Hey, Marco, Charles. Yeah, I got a meal. Mo Brizzles. What'd you think of my queen getting the KO last night? I was doing the shit live. You weren't in here? Well, she looked good. She did what she had to do. Her opponent was not as skilled as her, but she still did what she had to do. I think Gabriela Fondora. It's Fondora. Fudora. Fondora. Like fun and Dora. Fondora. She looked good. Word life. She looked good. You know what that fight reminded me of, guys? It reminded me of Lennox versus Mike Tyson. You had just the taller, sharper fighter blasting the shorter fighter who would just kind of come in very one-dimensionally. You know what I'm saying? Gabby was spinning on her. Gabby was looking good. What you guys think? What you motherfuckers think? Man. What's up, Eon Skunk? Damn. The Butcher, what's cracking? It was a premature stoppage, Butcher. Let's be honest. It was a premature stoppage. He looked kind of the same to me. It was only 2 rounds in, but he did hurt him. Hit him with a hot straight right counter or straight left. I forget if Whitaker's a southpaw or not. Your editing of what's the video? Put up Kalia. You want to put your YouTube channel up here? You want to put the link? What's the video you're making? What's it about? Reminded me of why I don't like women's boxing. Another mismatch. Yeah. It was a mismatch. Premature. It looked a little premature. A little bit. But not the crazy. I mean, there was some merit for it, but slightly premature. I wish they would have let it go further, especially considering the first fight. He barely hit him. That's what I'm saying. He hit him, but it was a little premature. But he hurt him, then he was ripping him to the body. You know what I'm saying? He was swinging meat tenderizers to those ribs, getting them nice and you know, tenderizing them like an overnight marinade. It wasn't going to happen. What y'all think about Shakur being on Berlanga undercard? That's wild. Is that a fact? Can you play the replay? I don't believe so. I think I'll get flagged. What channel was it on? I might be able to. I don't know if they'll flag me. I can always just cut it out. All right, fuck it. Let's play it. Ben Whitaker versus Cameron 2. I'll play it, and if it gets flagged, I could always just cut it out. Where is it? Let's see. Is this it? Full fight highlight. Oh, let me see what we got here. I'm gonna try and find the fight. We could just play the very end. Just the very end. Nah, this is that weird one. Hold on, let me try and find it for you guys. Look premature to me. I watched it in another thing here. Full fight highlights, boxer. What's this here? 3 minutes. All right, there we go. This one, I'll play this one. This one I think isn't even shot from. Cam was hurt bad. All right, let's see. Let's see. So there he goes. Coming at him. All right, they break it. All right, it's about to happen here. Oh, hooked him. Body shots, headshots, headshots. Bit premature. Here it comes. There it goes. Let's keep it. Oh, there it is. All right, let's see it in slow-mo. Jabs, comes over, boop, pull counters. Wobbles him a little. That's partially blocked. That's missed. Good body shot. Hits him up top. That lands. Now here we can't really see shit because this angle. That lands. That's partially blocked. That's blocked. That's blocked. That's blocked. That's blocked partially. That lands. He goes down a little from that one, and that one lands a little. Yeah. So what I said stands, people. That was a little premature. I know fighters evolve naturally over time, but you don't think Sweet Pea would have adjusted today just as well as he would have? What do you mean adjusted? Sweet Pea would destroy current. Oh, you guys saw my Sweet Pea video? Appreciate you guys. Hot off the press. I mean, I think he would out of their regard, probably, but especially considering how close the first fight was, you know what I mean? I believe they should have let that go just a little longer. Stoppage looked premature to me if he had just thrown one punch. Right. And a lot of those shots were getting blocked off. You know what I mean? Oh, it just didn't send the alert out. Yo, this is like the third time. That's why we're getting so little people in here. There's no fucking alert going out. Good Lord. Let's try another stream. I'm going to try and do another one. Send out. See what happens. We'll schedule it for 10:45. Okay. All right. Back. I got both alerts. Oh, word? I didn't get one. You got it this time? I didn't get it. So if I didn't get it, I know something's going on. Good work. The Butcher. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Butcher. Good work. I'm trying to do good work. I got them too. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on. I didn't get it. So we'll see. Because we're missing a lot of regulars. A lot of regulars. Can't believe Turkey's putting on a card the day after Serrano Taylor. Going to be one of the biggest weekends in boxing history. Maybe. RJJ would still reign supreme today in his prime. That's a fact. Marco, it's Easter, not Halloween. I don't get it. You trying to say I look scary? Other content creators were saying Whitaker proved something today. I didn't see him prove anything. No, it was a look. He proved that the fight didn't break him mentally, but he didn't prove much because it was a premature stoppage, which isn't his fault. You know, he didn't tell the ref to do that. Why are you dressed as an Easter egg? I don't get it. Because I'm bald or because I don't really get it. RJJ would be as dominant. We have way better counterpunchers today. What? This is ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous. I'm not even going to entertain that ridiculous comment. I must have forgot. Silly. It was funny to me. Okay, well, that's what's important. That's what's important. Yayan. Would Callum Smith be a better match for Benavidez? Yes. Who's Benavidez fighting? Timing not Roy Jones' speed. His shit is 1 in a trillion. Nobody's ever been like him. So the rules of physics and pugilism do not apply to Roy because he was manufactured in a boxing laboratory somewhere in Mercury or on maybe Neptune. So do you really think Bivol couldn't hang with Roy? Hell no. Hell no. Roy would have boxed circles around Bivol. You can't block punches and throw them at the same time. Would you like me to show you some prime Roy? Like, what are these guys going to do with that? Thought he was fighting Smith. Nah, he's not. Matter of fact, I'm making a video. I didn't finish it yet of Roy fighting a guy named Sugar Boy Malinga. Beat the shit. I mean, supreme knockout. I could do a whole series of prime Roys. You know what I'm going to do too? I want to do this. I want to do a prime Michael Moore video. Light heavyweight Michael Moore. Light heavyweight Michael Moore. I mean, not many people could have hung with light heavyweight Michael Moore. Big, strong, southpaw, had a sturdy chin at that weight. Hard puncher, both hands, mean streak, good boxing IQ. His only downfall, Michael Moore's, which is kind of what took him out with Foreman, was his defense. While he moved his head a good amount, not enough. And he would more so just tighten up like this and let them bounce off his gloves. That was his only downfall. For example, him doing that to somebody like Roy. I mean, he'll get spray painted. He'll get spray painted like someone's bombing the A train. You can't do that with somebody like Roy. You know what I mean? I've always said this. Strictly earmuff guard fighters are always going to be susceptible to taking more damage. And you have to understand something too. As an offensive fighter, what takes more out of you? Hitting a punch that bounces off somebody's glove or completely missing? Completely missing. That David Telesco fight, come on. That's just one of them. There's so many. The Bryant Bannon fight, which I was at, that was live at the Garden. That shit was wild. Glenn Johnson versus Ward. Glenn Johnson got lucky with Roy, and but Glenn Johnson was a limited fighter. You know what I'm saying? He beat an old Roy. He squeaked out a couple wins. He came close with Tarver, but he was all heart. His skill level wasn't, but neither was Ward's actually. But Ward still had more skill than Glenn. Had Antonio Tarver the same age as Roy, beat him twice after a very close fight. Antonio Tarver, Ed, turned pro way after Roy did. So while they're the same age, the mileage was nowhere near the same. What up, Dwayne? D-Wayne, insane in the membrane. Bunch of guys nobody ever heard of, cared about, but go off, Marco. Huh? What? Yo, Mo, you smart ass. Who's your favorite fighter of all time? Okay. I won't. Appreciate the cash app. That is Attorney Bailey. Appreciate you. I'm not sure what this is for, but I appreciate it. Let me know if it's for the gloves or if it's just whatever. Appreciate you. No Diddy, but Glenn Johnson been on my mind because I seen him at a Floyd fight earlier. Okay. Why you got to say no Diddy? You really think that you say, I've been thinking about Glenn Johnson, I'm going to be like, oh, you want to bang him? Oh, Diddy. Like, you think that's what I'm going to do? You kids, man. Tarver's your favorite fighter? Ugh. First off, Roy already whooped it. Well, didn't whoop his ass. Roy beat him. Picture Roy 7 years younger. Oh, it would have been ugly. Tarver had great skills. He would beat all current champions at 68-75. No, he was really good. Don't get me wrong. But let's not forget, he lost in his prime. Eric Harding, I believe, whooped him. Roy never lost in his prime. Not technically. Glenn Johnson, good. Fought the best. Beat some. Lost. Never kicked. Knocked out. Yep. Nah, he was. I interviewed him once too. Nah, you wouldn't. Nah, you would have said Glenn's Johnson. What? Oh man. What's up, Mr. Lightning? Anthony Robertson. What up? Roy Jones Jr. repeatedly went and won 3 times unnecessary. Huh? I don't get what you're saying. Appreciate you, Bailey. You're the man. See, Jizzles. I only say no 2D because of the sound, but yes. No, I know why you say it. But these kids, these 20s, kids in their 20s, and of course, with the exception of Cameron and Mace, got to say pause and no Diddy for everything. Larry Merchant was 50 years younger. He would have whooped your ass. Larry Merchant, at no point in his entire life, even armed with a Louisville slugger, could he have beaten Floyd's ass. That was such an arrogant, stupid thing to say. You can't say picture him younger. They fought when they fought. Sure you can. Same thing with Joe Calzaghe. If Roy would have fought Joe Calzaghe, that would have had to be 10 years earlier because he fought Joe way later. He would have destroyed him. Tarver's pretty good, yeah. What y'all got on my 40 and my Tyson gloves? Yeah, man. Well, we need, I'll tell you right now, see Jizz, we need 15 more to even do the fucking raffle. I don't think it's happening, man. Nobody's putting in the raffle tickets for this signed, autographed Mike Tyson glove. With us comes locked and loaded with a certificate of authenticity. Nah, he wasn't kidding. I don't think he was kidding, Mo. I think he was serious. I think that was his, that's the only way he could think of to talk shit. Mace be saying no Diddy like he wasn't riding with him. That's a good point, Yayan. Jones Jr. won the light heavyweight title for no reason. I don't get it. You mean going back down when he fought Tarver when he was weight trained? Is that what you mean? C Jizz. You walk. Nah, it's C Jizzles. ¿Qué pasa? Did you get your fucking belt yet? Was it there? If not, should be any second. No love for Kid Dynamite is wild. Yayan, fed up. Yayan's kind of whack sometimes when he talks shit about Roy. I never cared for Larry. Nobody likes him. He was whack. Wasn't a good analyst. Had no experience in the ring. Just mad arrogant. What's good, Marco? Hope you had a good Easter. It was all right, man. Appreciate you, Seth. You too. Is Charles Conwell overrated? Well, Charles Conwell wasn't rated poorly. He was a prospect, which the jury was out, right? Attorney Bailey deals with juries. It was out. And, he got convicted. But he's going to be released, and he can go back out into the workforce and do it again. Feel me? Not yet. I think they gave it to Haney. May 2nd card. I know. I'm trying to get on that. I don't know how to fucking get in it, though. Maybe I'll ask Blue. Oh, no, Blue. Roy Jones. beat a big fighter, then came back down and lost the match. Yes, I'm aware of that. Larry was a great analyst and journalist. See, Mo, I like you, right? Overall, you and I usually align with boxing, but every now and then you say some weird shit. And this exactly explains why. Anybody who likes Larry Merchant is off. We're not cut from the same cloth fully. That's no disrespect at all. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. For me, it's bad, but for you, anybody who likes anything about Merchant, we're just different people. And there's no, like, it's one of those things like boxing is subjective. You could like that arrogant, pompous shit that's based in no experience, but I don't. Man, I want to just keep one ticket low key. Seemed like a better chance. It's up to you. What up, contrarian? Whitaker got stopped by Benavidez. Yeah. Benavidez whoops his ass. Hope you save money, and this time Easter. Hope you saved money, and this time Easter. Huh? Marco, you can't drive. Marco, you can just drive. No. It's only 300 people allowed. I don't think I can watch the shit. They are, but I don't know if they're going to let people they're not making it clear. Can you stand around? Find a Latino in the neighborhood who raises chickens and let the kids find the eggs in their yard. Not sure what you're talking about, but...
Oh, that's racist.
Al Bernstein. Yes, Bernstein I like. Roy hit Vinny with the kitchen sink. Yeah, man. Don't make me play that. I like Larry. He would have whooped Mayweather if he was younger. Nah, let me take that back. Whitaker Styles on Benavidez. Okay. Your work is excellent. Keep going. Appreciate you, my man. What's your favorite one? What of my work have you enjoyed the most? I like hearing the good shit too, so I could improve it and make the good shit even better. Yo, Marco, Mike Tyson, who's your favorite fact that he fought? Fact or fighter, are you trying to say? Explain yourself. Guys, Mike Tyson glove, 4 raffles signed. You guys don't enter. CJ doesn't have his chance to finally win. Come on now. Bernstein never fought. He's not cut from your cloth, Marco. No, he's not. But Bernstein is also doesn't go making claims that he knows shit about fighting in the ring and has to be checked by guys like Roy and George Foreman. See the difference? I know you're trying to get slick with it, but you can't get slicker than me. Not when it comes to boxing talk, I'll tell you that. Bernstein isn't a pompous asshole, so there's no need. I only bring up you haven't fought if you start talking about fighting, and especially in an arrogant way, like specific fighting shit. Then I'm like, well, come on. Will Benavidez capture Undisputed? No, and not because he doesn't have the talent, because he won't get the opportunity. Just go there and get close as you can. Nah, I'm going to hit up Shaq, and so I'm going to see if I can get in. Matter of fact, I'm going to hit up Blue Blood right now before I forget. He might be able to get me in this bitch. Did you get the credentials link for May 2nd yet? All right, let's see. Blue's my man. What's your favorite Mike Tyson fight? Oh. My favorite Mike Tyson fight. Wow. Probably the Ribalta fight. Nothing's better than that. What stoppage was premature, in my opinion? Yeah, I was saying that, Vaughn, before you came in here. Absolutely premature. Pop is always wild now. What? I don't know what all those stars, I don't even know what you're trying to say. I always loved the Spinks victory. He spelled Spinks wrong, by the way, which I'm sure you're aware of. Nah. It didn't show much. It just the Spinks victory, if anything, to me, showed power, but it showed intimidation. That was a masterclass. That was a graduate level course in intimidation. That's all that was. No, I get what you're saying. I appreciate you, Anthony. I was asking what specifically do you like about it? Like, what is there one specific video that you've liked or something? I'm curious to see what resonates with the people so I could improve it even more. wasn't even that brutal, CJ. Hit him with 2 shots. 1 body shot and 1, wasn't 2 punches landed? How many YouTube subscribers do you need to make a full-time? So, Ed, it's not the subscribers per se. It's the views. Now, generally, the two are correlated. Dudes with over 100,000 subscribers, for the most part, can make somewhat of a living. But it's also what you do. I got dudes like my man Drew Titan, good friend of mine, right? I have 3 times as many subscribers as him, burying him. But he makes way more money than me. Well, maybe not way more at this point, but more money and gets more views than me because his shit is more lives. He has a small base that grows slowly, but they're super committed and super loyal. Kind of like what I got with you guys now. Spinks was absolutely shot when he... Oh, my God. Mo, you are on some negative shit today. Just shitting on great talent. Left and right. What else? What are you going to tell me next? Sugar Ray Leonard couldn't see. That's why come on. Did Bellia check every pro play football? Vince Lombardi, Angelo Dundee, they have a pro career. Don't have to play it. Exactly. You don't. You don't have to play the game to know it at all. Now, I will say, play in boxing specifically, having done it will make you a better commentator no matter what. But not having done it doesn't make you a bad one. However, what we're talking about here specifically is guys like Larry Merchant who critique and talk about certain aspects of the fight game that you can only have experienced if you're in the ring. And not even that he critiques it. He'll go and disagree with fighters. That's the main problem. You could talk about, when you're in there, but he would disagree with legends arrogantly. That's my problem with him. That's I don't like pulling up, like those of you who watch TBV, my man Troy that was his main thing. Oh, you never fought. I don't do that. I reserve to pull that card every now and then when somebody's trying to talk about specific things from actually being in there, but then going against somebody who's been in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, there's levels. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody who's been in there, when they give their opinion on being in there and somebody else hasn't, they should respect it. They should respect it and flow with that because that's in the field experience. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like me telling attorney, nah, you can't object to a specific argument in court at a specific time. And I've never, ever been a lawyer. And he's like, yes, you can. I've done it. Nah, you can't. Nah. That's how ridiculous that is. Was Sugar Ray Leonard spicy, like gay? No, I don't know. I don't give a fuck if he was. His hands were definitely not gay. They were, I can't think of anything funny to say. How'd you even get the job if you never boxed before? Because I feel like you can't analyze boxing if you never did it. Again, most people who haven't boxed are play-by-play. You don't need to have boxed to be like, and a nice right hand, or to bring up, right? The color commentary or the analysts should have boxed. But again, they don't always have to. It's about respecting the information and the opinions of people who have. Your animated fight review play-by-plays are the best. You're number 1 on YouTube, but those are very interesting. You the man, Ed. Appreciate you, sucker. Appreciate you, sucker. You're the man. Thank you. Did you see all the electrifying Josh Padley? Yeah, man. Padley looked good. It's about the matches. You seem to know that or no? It's about the matches. What are you talking about? Oh. It's about the matches. I still don't get what you're talking about. You saying you like my matches? What's up, Kobe? Yeah, Yayan. I heard Sugar Ray was sweet too, separate from what he did in the ring, though. Larry Merchant was a legend. J Bone, what up? He covered
What's going
boxing
on?
for over 40 years. He saw the greats. So, look,
What are you guys
Jersey
talking
Bob.
about? Larry Merchant?
Yeah, I'm not alone here, and I'm going to hear your opinion in a second, Johnny. I feel like you're going to agree with me, but if you don't, that's cool. I'm not alone here. Just like I'm not alone with people who think Floyd's fucking going to lose his money or whatever, but forget about that. This one, I would say out of everybody I've ever met, 75% of them dislike Larry Merchant who are into boxing. What do you think, Johnny? Did you
Yeah,
like
I
him?
mean, listen, let me just start by saying that Larry Merchant was good at what he was, right? So I wouldn't consider Larry Merchant an analyst. I would consider him a color commentator. So, a guy that wasn't afraid to push the envelope, be borderline rude, say the things that a lot of us wouldn't say to some of these fighters, especially at the end of fights. So he was good at what he did. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a big fan of Larry Merchant, but I respect who he was in the sport of boxing because he was around for God knows how long, like
You running for mayor of Florida with
decades.
that politician answer? What's going on here?
I'm just saying, like, I respect who he was.
He was annoying sometimes.
He was
There you go.
absolutely
That's
annoying. I
all
mean,
I
some of
was
the
saying.
questions that he asked were, and at the end of fights, and some of the things that he said was it pushed the envelope, right?
That's what I'm saying.
It was borderline inappropriate. Fighters didn't like it.
And it was disrespectful. What bothered me the most was the audacity to try and disagree with fighters about actual boxing shit in the ring.
Mm. Yeah.
That's what bothered me. Other than that, he was mad, arrogant, annoying. But
That's what made him who he was, right? Because
yeah,
we've never seen another Larry Merchant. I don't know if we'll ever see one.
good.
So in that aspect, I give him a lot of credit. He's a legend of the sport because of that. But I wouldn't necessarily say that I was a fan of his. But I do respect what he
Yep, I'm with you.
provided to the sport of boxing. You know what I mean?
I'm with you. E-Rock, what up? Nah, for sure. Jim Gray was a clown. I like Jim Lampley. I love the fighters, man. When you get an articulate, charismatic fighter announcer, which is rare, like let's be real, like Roy was good, but he wasn't the most, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't like captivating. He had that thick Southern accent. It's not necessarily great for radio. He wasn't bad, don't get me wrong. Paulie too. Paulie had the New York accent. He fucking talks too fast, but he knows his shit. I like Bobby Ches quite a bit.
Bobby Ches was good back in the days. I remember Bobby Ches.
And he's a former fighter, obviously, but he also speaks well. He can speak slowly. A lot of us fighters fucking blah, 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 we speak real fast because we're so.
Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say Roy Jones was one of the best commentators. He was good. I think Paulie was better. I really like Paulie's breakdown in fights.
Yeah, I mean Lennox was decent. Wasn't great. Foreman, decent.
Foreman,
nothing to write home about, but good. But Merchant, man,
again, he was good at who he was, right? And like I said, for boxing fans, he's been in the game, what, 40 years, 30, 40 years. I mean, everybody knows who he is. And the reason why is because of who he was in the ring, post-fight interviews and those little annoying tidbits,
the shit that he
and
did.
questions and the hate or whatever, the rudeness.
Merchant called you out on your BS. Well, so I did like the one time that Merchant was like to Hopkins, aren't you embarrassed going down and fighting these? But here's the problem. It was mad too disrespectful.
But how many guys were willing to do that, right? And that's what made him who he was.
That's the problem. Which is why certain other boxing channels, for example, get a lot more views, even on YouTube, because people want to see all this disrespect and this argument. Like, Larry, get in the fucking ring and risk your life 50 times over and over again, and hundreds as an amateur. And then why don't you start saying, oh, you should be embarrassed? Like, come on. That's why, like, I don't like people being called bums for the same reason. You know what I mean? Like, but he had a point. It's just about how he went about it.
Yeah. But it's up to the fighters, right? It's up to the fighters. Like Hopkins, has stepped up to him. Floyd has stepped up. You know what I mean? Floyd had words back and forth with him. Hopkins did. So if you didn't appreciate where he was coming from, just say something. But at the end of the day, I thought he was good for boxing. I'm not gonna lie. sometimes you need those type of personalities too, right? I thought he was good for boxing. And I
Yeah,
agree with someone who said that, Jersey Bob in the chat. I like Max Kellerman too.
yeah,
Max
Max.
Kellerman is probably the closest to Merchant when it came to some of those those takes,
Really?
in the yeah, I mean, there were a couple of times that he was a little what's the word that I'm looking for?
Don't
These
know.
guys would push the envelope a little bit in some of the questions that they would ask after the fight. And I'm not a big see, if I was a fighter, it's hard to be able to go out there and answer questions right after a fight, especially after you lost. And some of these guys, they press the envelope with the questions that they ask. And I give them credit, man. I give them credit. Sometimes it's better to kind of let it marinate a little bit before you go out with the media. But these guys who have to answer these questions, and some of them are tough, man. Some of them are tough to answer, especially after a loss.
Mm-hmm. Who the hell is? Oh, Mannix. You don't like Mannix? I think Mannix is good. I like
Manic.
Mannix. I like that he gets super passionate. Like, oh, like
See,
that's
I'm
dope.
with Yi on there. I'm not crazy about Mannix, and I'll tell you why. He goes back and forth. So to your point, right? You talk about a guy who's never been in the ring, right? That's willing to challenge people that have been in the ring. He goes back and forth with Sergio Mora way too much, and Sergio Mora has been in the ring.
Does he?
Absolutely, he
Yeah,
does.
that's never. Maybe I don't listen enough.
Absolutely.
I've never.
So
I don't
those are
remember
the
that.
parts of Chris Mannix that annoy me, and I'm like, because I'm watching the fights, right? I'm hearing it, and even I've said like, "Yo, dude, like you need to relax." Like
Mm,
Mora's been in there, you haven't. Like, know your role. So
mm.
Mannix annoys me, actually.
I don't mind him, but I'll be honest. Like, I don't know if I listen to him that much, and I tune out a lot of these fucking guys because I'm watching the fight. I've noticed that about myself. I'll tune out a lot of them. So, but that's like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just campaign. I want my job, so I'm being like, and me, like I've never been in the ring in front of 50,000 people. Like that's the thing too. If I'm commentating and somebody's like, yeah, having 50,000 people here, really does a different. I wouldn't be like, no, it doesn't. It's like I maybe not. I never did it. I don't fucking know. I wouldn't talk about shit that I don't know. But whatever. That's the way it is. Yeah. So I don't know. There's a whole new crop of announcers now, though.
Yeah. CJ Rich said you're skipping messages here. He wants me to put you in place.
CJ said I'm skipping messages. CJ said the problem is when we start talking,
I know.
they fly by. Marco,
There you go.
should I read every message in the chat? He's starting to get arrogant on us.
It's rough. It's not easy.
He got jokes. Oh, that is racist. What else we got? Is Shakur the co-main? I don't know, but did you see Padley fight?
Know. I did. Padley, right?
Yeah, he put the beats on somebody like Dr. Dre, man.
Yeah, man. Good for him, man. Coming off that Shakur performance, man, when he took that fight on a couple of days' notice.
He
good
dropped
for him.
more.
Good for the electrician, bro.
He was dropping more beats than DJ Premier. Good for him. I just don't think.
He looked good. He looked good.
He looked good. Keith Thurman has a career after boxing behind. Keith Thurman talks a lot. Like he should.
Keith Thurman talks way too much. Ed, maybe. I've interviewed him, and it's almost like, dude, I forgot the question I was gonna ask next because he talks so much. I was like, what was I gonna ask?
Yo, Franklin, let me ask you a question. Why are you so negative? He said this same. He leaves this comment. I saw it today. He leaves something about, oh, your commentary sucked. Well, then don't fucking watch it. Good Lord. I thought you were a supporter.
Did you do a live fight chat yesterday?
Yeah. And I thought you were a supporter. What kind of negative shit is this?
I was actually out doing a date night with the wife, so I couldn't jump in. But
it might have been the first female fight I've watched front to back, like the way they wipe, since probably Clarissa and Marshall. I don't think I've watched a full female fight all the way through. I did it yesterday with these guys. It was fun.
I was shocked. I was shocked at the whole Charles Conwell, man. That one shocked the hell out of me. I didn't see that.
Shocked a lot of people. Ooh. It was 1,800 minus 1,800 betting, which I don't know much about betting, but that's pretty big.
That's crazy, man. I had him as a potential opponent. Like I wanted to see him fight Xander Zayas, man.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see him. Yeah. We got guests this week. Absolutely. Tuesday night, we got a guest, undefeated super featherweight, Dominic Valle from Puerto Rico. We're working on a couple of others. So
by the way, if you ever want me to jump in with you, if I'm around, doing, let
You
me
want
know.
to? Yeah.
I'm down if I'm around, depending who it is, and if I'm free.
Cool.
For sure.
For
Rolly.
sure. But yeah, Charles Conwell, man, that was crazy, man. I didn't see that coming.
Rolly.
This is why boxing is the sport that it is, man. Anything can happen in boxing, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. Johnny invited to the carne asada.
Carne asada.
When they start hating Marco, that means you're doing something. So ignore them. Nah, it's this guy who's supposed to be a supporter here. It's I only care when supporters say negative shit. If you're just some random person I don't give a fuck about, it's like whatever. But you were negative about saying the other girl was outstanding. What are you talking about? That's not true. That's not even true. I was like, Abby's doing what she has to do. It was a mismatch, though, and that's the fact. That fight was a mismatch.
Mm.
And it's not necessarily Gabby's fault because that's all women boxing has to offer, but the shit was a mismatch. Simple. What time, Johnny?
9 p.m. My shows are 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right before Marco's, man. My show, then Marco's is right after.
Word up. Those funduras are like church people. And I know they what did I say? They look like librarians. And then they like open up their Superman. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Dudes were saying Gabby F is cute. Yeah, I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Johnny, what do you think?
What,
I
as far as
disagree.
like her looks?
Yeah. Yeah, some of the dudes yesterday were like, oh, she's kind of, somebody was like, yeah, she's kind of hot. I'm like, what?
I've seen worse. I wouldn't
Oh,
necessarily say
shit.
she's ugly like that. I've seen worse.
Johnny likes some
I
skinny.
think there's something about her. She's nice, and I don't know. I mean, maybe she's not my type, but I think you were a little bit too hard on her. I didn't hear exactly what you said, but
I didn't say nothing. People were
Oh.
saying that she's hot, and we were like, I don't know about hot. Not my type at all.
Gabby, cool. I like Gabby. Gabby's cool.
You tell him, Bailey. That's what I'm saying. I saw it. I'm like, that's just negative and not even based in reality. I mean, I was joking around a little bit, but if she was standing outside, does it make her outstanding? Boom, boom. Did CJ write that for you? I feel like he did. What up, Star Lion? Gabby got the girl next door thing going on. Yeah, I suppose. She's not even that good. She doesn't have power. She's going the distance. Women don't get KOs. All you. Gabby knocks her down, and the girl quits. All true. If she's not, then so is cybering from.
Oh no.
What? Ugh.
Well, you can't compare the
Cyborg.
two. Like I would
Gross.
much rather. I'd much rather say that Gabby is hot. I mean, Cyborg. I'm sorry, no disrespect. I used to think she was like a dude at one point. I'm sorry,
How
man.
much of I'm with you, and that's all the surgery. No, absolutely. How much of
Yeah.
Roy do I see in Duran? None. People have. I want you to weigh on this too, Johnny. People have been saying this to me for a while. First off, let's give the proper respects where it's due.
Y'all must have forgot.
I don't see Duran Ennis and nothing to do with Duran Ennis like Roy, except maybe where he does slight flashy shit on. But other than that, nothing. Do you see any? Zero.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the footwork and and the angles and some of the flashy stuff. Yeah, but Roy was just Roy was different, man. Roy was just different. It's hard for me. I'm trying to think now. Has there ever been a fighter that I've said, "Wow, he reminds me of Roy Jones"?
Mm-hmm. I thought David Reed was a little Roy Jones-esque when he first came out. A little bit.
Yeah, not even. I mean, well,
no.
maybe, but not me. Again. I don't know if I've ever compared any young fighter to Roy.
No, that's right. Exactly. David Reed a little bit, in my opinion, but no. Yeah, I'm with you.
I will tell you that I've said this. I don't know if people will say I'm crazy, but I feel like Ryan Garcia's left hook is Roy Jones-ish. The way it comes, as fast as it comes from any angle, like Roy could just throw that left hook
almost
out of nowhere, and Ryan's left hook is very similar. So that I have said is similar. But as far as fighting style,
well, shot for shot, yeah. similar. Maybe I think
Very.
it's below Roy, but close. But that's just one punch. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's so weird about Ryan. His right hand isn't like that at all, and he never throws combinations that fast. It's just that one whop, that whip that he has.
Right.
He got that Indiana Jones whip. He got that Tigra.
Yeah, Roy Jones's hand speed was crazy. It was next level, man.
She just got a young man face. That's not necessarily ugly. All right.
I don't think she's ugly, man. Honestly, I don't think Gabby's ugly.
I'm not attracted to her.
The Hangout Spot, DA the Hangout Spot on YouTube. Make sure you check it out. Go subscribe, man. We do live shows as well, interviews. I was Marco. I was where was I? Friday. I was at a Caribbean Royale at the Box Lab, the Zone card.
Nice. How was that?
I've been to better cards, man. Honestly, it was a little boring, but I like being there because again, I have relationships with with Box Lab and Undisputed. A lot of the fighters there, so it was dope for that. But the action was like, it was so.
See, Mo, I just talked to you about being negative, so of course you jump on the negative train. We're supposed to be positive and support each other here, you two. Stop the negative. Just because Alberto left doesn't mean you got to fill in for him. Good Lord.
What happened to Alberto? You're not bringing him back?
I will soon. I want to, do what's right for CJ, but soon. This girl is like Tyson. She got the power. She got the what? She's like Tyson. Are you?
Who are we talking about? What girl?
He's trying to say that I said that. I was like, she gets low. Then I was criticizing her, being like she doesn't move as much.
Who, Gabby?
Was just trying to. No, her opponent was trying to peekaboo, but it was like she would get low and she would keep her hands down here. I was actually criticizing her a lot. But he's on some negative shit, so that's cool.
Steroids.
Okay, that's the most negative thing you could say, Ray. That's so rude. Exactly, Johnny. Footwork, angles, toes, punches, and pivot. Word. If it could be a Roy Carbon copy, and Marco wouldn't say he's like Roy.
Oh,
probably not.
Marco's got a tattoo of Roy probably on his chest, right here by his heart.
I got a tramp stamp of Roy on my lower back. Oh shit!
I could have said you had the tattoo on your butt cheek, but I didn't want to go that route.
What's up?
Legacy, what up?
I missed it. Was expecting a great video. Well, at least you're saying you expect a great video from me, so I'll take that. And look, even if you didn't like it, not everything's for you, but can't be perfect, right? If you like most of them, then you got to deal with the ones you don't like too every now and then. Ryan and Wilder both have dynamite in one hand. The thing with Wilder, his is dynamite. Ryan, he is the epitome of speed is power because I'm telling you, that's why Berlanga got dropped against Canelo. Berlanga's a way bigger dude, but that shot, he just didn't see it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tough to verbalize how Roy was unless you look. That's a fact. I mean, no, but CJ, we could play the videos and it's not from the 1800s, like or even the 60s or 70s. It's still good enough quality where you could get a very good idea what he did.
My only regret for Roy was the fact that the competition level wasn't as good as it was years prior. Like I wish he was in that era because I think I'm not diminishing what he did. I'm just saying it would have been good to see him against that level of competition because I know he was that dude. You know what I mean?
Right. Bailey, I disagree with you wholeheartedly.
What's that?
Ryan's left hook is a very fast whip. He whips it. Razor Ruddock, first of all, if you're talking about the smash punch, which I don't think you are, Razor Ruddock would loop it, and his would be a very thudding, almost like a blunt force trauma punch, where he would cock back and go whop. He would cock back and go whop. Where Ryan's is like a whip. Ryan's would come from resting guard position and just bam, whip it. Razor Ruddock would cock it back. I find it to be very different punches, and Razor Ruddock's was way more hard than it was fast. Ryan is way more fast than it is hard. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and it's almost like Roy's. Like Roy could have his hand down here. and just cock that left hook and
And I
just nail
learned from
you.
Roy, man. I was trying to tell people like point A to point B in the shortest amount of time. So, for example, Roy was a master of, let's say that the punch is here, the hand's here. Whop. So you see, like, I'll do a slow motion. Boom. He doesn't do this. He goes bam. So it's point A to point B. So it's not all. That's what made Roy 1 in a trillion, because he had the athletic talent, but he also knew how to throw the punches. He knew how to shorten them, because, I could teach anybody a little bit of speed because it's all about the mechanics. If you just shorten the punch, it will come in a little faster. Same thing with power. I can teach anybody power. If you get all of your leverage and your shoulder snap and the trajectory of your punch comes the right way, it's going to be harder. Now, I'm not going to say they're going to be knockout punchers, but it increases. You put your YouTube channel in the chat. You're in my channel.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, I just did.
I'm firm,
It's
but
in
I'm
the chat,
fair.
guys. Make sure you subscribe.
My man, Joe Cortez. Ryan is in the lab now. I don't know, man. We're going to see. For context, they say tigers are known to die standing on the legs because of their powerful their legs are. This Starline guy always be saying some deep shit, but sometimes I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, it's deep, but it might have gone over like too deep for me. Well, what do you mean exactly, Starline? What's this referring to? Franklin, you want some BS? You starting ish? I know he has like he is. I was criticizing both of them, but I was also I was being pretty fair overall. But I did say some of the stuff he's saying, but it wasn't a whole shitting on Fondora and hyping up her opponent was very inexperienced. Like, what am I going to hype up? It was a mismatch. That was the one thing. Maybe he read my energy. The fight kind of annoyed me because it was a mismatch. Just like Clarissa's last 2 fights were mismatches, but not their fault, right? That's all that's available. Big Rob Diggles, what's up? I kind of liked Gabby's opponent. She made me a fan. Yeah, she was trying, and that's what I was saying too. She was trying. She was like a Walmart Tyson. Marco got Roy life tied across the belly. First off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. Roy Jones coming straight with game. All right. Sorry for my white rap, people. Yeah, Padley looked good, man. He looked like he was hitting hard, too. You saw the clips?
Shout out to Padley, man.
Right?
Shout out to Padley. Yeah,
he
man.
Banging. Legacy, salute. You picked a girl to root for off the bat and suck it. Nope, not true. Maybe I need to go back. Nope, not true. Who's the best female boxer of all times?
Best looking female boxer of all times.
Oh, best looking.
Oh, wow.
You trying to get me killed, man? My wife's upstairs. Nah, there's probably the correct answer is probably somebody we never heard of because she didn't really go far. You're talking about champions? Like what? What are you talking about here? Let me go down. What am I missing here?
I mean, Amanda Serrano's not bad looking. She's pretty. I mean, she's pretty.
I don't believe, not my thing. She has a bit of a Gabriela Fondora thing to me. Like, not my style, but she's better looking than Fondora,
you know
I would say. But
I would say right now, Bumgarner. Alicia Bumgarner, for sure.
Well, I think Ebony Bridges more so.
That's my opinion. So that's the answer to that question.
You got Ebony, you got Sugar Neeks, you got Baumgartner for sure. Point of Point of unexpectedly? What? Can you help me out? What the fuck is this? Point of unexpectedly? Am I reading that wrong?
Yeah, no. Point of unexpectedly. Both throw the shot fast unexpectedly. Yes, methods are very different. So what Attorney Bennett's trying to say is they'll throw it from any angle. Like I said, it doesn't even look like they're going to throw a hook. They're just leaning right into it. Boom.
What's throwing me off is he said point of unexpectedly. That doesn't maybe.
I mean, I knew what he was talking about. Though.
Unexpectability. So is that what he's trying to say?
Yes. Like you could just. Okay. It doesn't even look like it's coming, right? It just looks, just, and then boom, just out of nowhere. That's what I'm telling you, man. To me, Ryan's is Roy Jones. That left hook, very, very similar.
Marco, for giving Starlion deepness. Remember, it's 420. It is 420. Did Floyd file for bankruptcy? I don't know.
No clue.
I don't know. Layla Ali. Yeah, Layla wasn't bad looking either.
That's a good one. No,
Yeah.
Layla was not bad looking either. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Marco don't like.
I think Serrano,
He has
Alicia
Azteca look.
Baumgartner. I love them.
No, I don't mind this. Yeah, but they do look mad like Native American-y, Azteca.
The other chick, what's Eddie Hearn's chick, is not bad looking either.
Who?
Sky Nicholson,
Oh, Hannah Gabriel's, Leisha.
Anna Gabriel.
Go
So there's
good.
a few. There's actually a few if you think about it.
I'm throwing Clarissa. Clarissa's not bad.
I don't think Clarissa's bad either, man. A lot of people be crapping on her. I don't think she's that bad looking either.
Yeah.
I gotta keep it real.
Baumgartner looks like she'll look expectedly different in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, you wake up like, what? Like, what?
Like Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
I gotta get that soundbite.
Let's focus on women boxing skills. That's what they want to be appreciated about.
A shout.
Yeah, that's true.
They doing it up though. The women are doing it up. Shout out to them, man. They ain't afraid to get in there. They ain't afraid to go, to unify. They're going undisputed. Shout out to the females, man.
Who the hell's Helen Yee?
I don't know who Helen Yee is. Who is Helen Yee?
I thought you would know. I don't know what the fuck that is. Helen Yee. Star Lion. So guys,
Star Lion.
Mike Tyson autographed boxing glove. There's the autograph. There is the certificate of authenticity. We will be auctioning this off. We are auctioning it off. Anybody who wants to enter the auction, you know the deal. Enter it. We need at least 15 more to even get it popping. A boxing journalist. Oh, okay.
She's a journalist.
With mighty tattoo. Oh, tatas.
Tatas.
There's a tattoos. I'm like, what do you care about her tattoos for? Tigo Biddies. Tigo Biddies.
Oh, yeah, funny, man.
You spelt it really funny. Nah, really, that's funny. Any Samoan women in boxing? Great question.
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I mean, are there any Samoan men right now? What's his face, right? Parker? Isn't Joseph Parker, I believe? He's Samoan, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure if Joseph Parker is. Who was the last one? Tua?
David Tua? She's Samoan? Yeah, I believe so.
Who was the last heavyweight? David
Tua. Now I got to look her up. Helen Yee.
Airbags.
Oh, she does UFC?
This is funny, yo.
155 followers. She got 25,000 more than me. She's not a fighter though. Yeah, she looks like a fucking like a porn star kind of, or like a ring girl. I don't know what she sounds like. Let's hear her. Yeah, I don't know. I think she does mostly UFC, which is why we never heard of her. Yeah, Marco probably. And Johnny. When y'all was young guns, what's the oldest y'all had? I didn't, when I was 23, 31. Other than that, I just like to stay within my range.
I think when I was like, 21, 22, maybe like 29 or something like that. Yeah, it wasn't.
Although, first girl I ever made out with, I was 11, she was 15. Like, I still had a high voice. Like, I don't know what the fuck she was doing, but.
I didn't really have a lot of.
What'd you say yours was?
I think I was like 21, 22. She was almost 30, maybe like 29.
Same thing like me. Yeah.
It wasn't.
And it was kind of
crazy. It was kind of weird to me too.
Yeah, it was like an experiment. Parker is Samoan. Yeah, that's what I thought.
What was more for me where I live, where I grew up in Bushwick, it was more like bragging rights. In the neighborhood with your boys.
Go live, no wrench.
Yo, I got that, yo.
I'm sorry,
I got that chick, yo. She's like 29. It's a more
like yeah, right, exactly. Talib, I got you. Here comes the wrench. Boom. You have been anointed, my brother. Isn't Jai Opataya? Ooh, yeah. I believe he is, right? The Aussie signed to cruiserweight. Who the fuck is that? I don't know who that is. Danny, what up? Believe they have a young Samoan heavyweight prospect. Oh, what's his face? Is he Samoan? The dude who they think is going to Moses Tuama?
Oh yeah.
He's Samoan, no?
Yeah.
I know
I
Big
think so.
Johnny takes him
Yep.
8 to 80, young, crippling, crazy, crisp and clean with no caffeine, pair of spandex, either tight jeans.
Y'all cooking, bro. Y'all cooking.
Yeah, he goes, I love UFC now. 20, 30 was a nice age gap. I also did 36, 47. CJ, now you'd be doing it the other way around. You'd be doing 41, 21, 41, 19. CJ's like, if it's over 18, play ball. Like and sub. Give the algorithm some juice. Word life.
Word.
Talib, welcome. He's the man. Oh, and this is the way. This is the way you get anointed. You're the man, Talib. Appreciate you. What's up, Freddie? Freddie C. Claudio, my man. What's cracking? What you guys think of Josh Payne? He looked dope. And where did he get all this power from? He looked like he was cracking, didn't he?
He may not be an electrician anymore. Remember, he got hit off supposedly in that last Shakur fight, man. He might have quit his job and now he's in the gym full time, bro. I want to see him in the ring again.
Me too. Let's see what he could do. He's looking good. Man, we talking itches or boxing? Itches.
A little bit of both, attorney. AB. I call him AB. A little bit of both, AB.
We're talking about itches in boxing. Bro, tell me why Andrew Berto's looking at my IG stories today. Dude, what you mean he was looking at him? How would you know that? I'm very confused. How would you know if somebody's looking at your IG story? Does it tell you that?
Oh, he might have been commenting on him or something, or maybe liking him.
I did a 60-year-old, Rob, but she was a baddie. Is this Alberto's abuela joke? 60? No, you didn't. Did you really, Rob? Is that true?
And you were how old?
Rob's like 38. Ew. I don't think Rob's even 40 yet.
Wow.
My son played baseball, basketball, parlay, and won over 12 hundo. Nice.
Damn, shout out to you, Jersey Bob, with your son. That's what's up.
Can Gabby move up to 130? I mean, she's 111 now.
I need to start betting.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. She's 111.
I used to do small little bets when I lived in Pennsylvania on DraftKings, but you can't do that in Florida.
Oh. What boxer has the best? Yeah, I never betted. I refuse to do it. What boxer has the best chance of converting to MMA? I don't know, man. Kobe, I don't know. Whoever has any kind of a background, maybe with jiu-jitsu. Josh Padley quit his job. Turkey also bought him a house so he could. What? Is that a fact?
That's what they're saying. I would say Crawford, man. Crawford's a good one. Remember, Crawford used to wrestle, when he was young.
Yeah, but he said it himself. He had my exact perspective of it. Like, why the fuck I want somebody to kick me? Like, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Johnny, wrestling is that helps a teeny bit, but it doesn't. You got to chokehold, arm bars. Yeah. Yes, but then when you're down, it's like, and got to get used to throwing elbows. Got to get used to the chokeholds, the all that crazy shit.
But as competitive as Terrence Crawford is, I think that he would be the person that would try it and maybe have some success with it.
Well, but he said he wouldn't. So, but you're right. I would have assumed that if I didn't hear him. Ew, you're 33 and she was 60?
Damn.
You horny bastard. That's a horny bastard. He can see who watches you can see who watches your story? Oh. Well, that's a good thing then, Mo.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you can. But that's good, yeah. Like Mo, he's checking your shit out. He watches my stuff all the time, but he lives literally, he has a house here in Winter Haven where I live in Florida. I'm trying to hook up with him, too, to get him on the show.
Get him on. Rob, 60. Marco, I can't finish my dinner. Yo, Rob, I hope he's kidding. Rob, are you kidding? Now you want to avoid the topic after you.
Yeah, we can't
gross everybody out.
Nope.
Padley got big pay money for sure. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, they made it worth his while, man, on 3 days' notice. Shout out to him.
Abdullah versus Padley. Oh, I didn't kick him out, guys. He just left on his own. Fred, what's up? What do you mean I'm hurting your feelings? You're not 60. You don't bang 60-year-olds. I'm very confused why I would hurt your feelings. Big shout to my man C Jizzles. Nah, I don't date down too much. Older white women, nurturing and encouraging. Smashed one the night before my engineering interview. Unsalted soul food. Okay. What happened to you?
Don't know what the hell happened there. It just booted me out real quick.
Clarissa Shields has a couple of fights MMA. She does. You a wild boy. You're wild. What you talking about? All right. This dude's gonna come and say this shit and then act like he didn't say it. Okay, you don't want to elaborate? I thought he was joking, but I don't think he is. Berto versus Broner. Ooh. Now keep in mind, Yayan loves Adrian Broner. That's his favorite fighter. He doesn't think he's the greatest fighter, so he's not delusional, but that's his favorite fighter.
I like Broner too, man.
Who wins, Berto or Broner? That's a great fight. They're both short and stocky. Wow. They're very similar. I think Berto might have been a little faster.
I'd say Berto because Berto had more dog in him. Adrian, the only problem that I had with Adrian Broner was he didn't let his hands go enough.
I don't know who I would pick in that one.
I would say Berto.
Fuck it, let's do this. I'm gonna do a poll because I'm really curious. Chat.
How do you Marco? How do you do polls on StreamYard?
I don't. I do it through I gotta click on my YouTube thing.
Yeah, but how do you do that while you're doing a show on StreamYard?
What you mean?
I don't know how to do that.
I click onto the page where my YouTube is, and then I click poll. So I have both pages open. I have the YouTube page open and I have my StreamYard page open.
How the hell do you have the YouTube page open though?
What do you mean? Just open
You're watching it as a viewer?
Yes.
And you can still do shit like that?
Yep.
Oh, I gotta learn how to do that. You see, I've been doing my shows on StreamYard, but I haven't been putting up any polls or anything because I don't know how to do it on StreamYard.
All right, the poll has been started. I want to know what you guys think. Broner versus Berto.
I gotta call you.
Okay.
You can walk me through it.
Appreciate you. Once again, appreciate you, Mr. Bailey. CJ, we got to have a chat off channel. Oh, what up, Scooter? Scooter, I'll be mailing that out most likely tomorrow. Rob rates women on a binary scale, 1 or 0. LOL, not all 6-year-olds look like that. Some still stay there. But
Rob, I gotta see proof.
Rob, you are a horny, filthy Jamaica Queens bastard.
I gotta see proof.
Good Lord.
I gotta be the judge of that.
What's up, Chicago? What's up, Rob? It's not the years, it's the miles. What about the wrinkles? Come on. Free Berto. Like, what about the wrinkles? What about
overlook the wrinkles?
And the hip, the plastic hip? What about that?
Oh shit, man!
What about the bridges?
Just talking about Rob.
Rob,
you want to keep that in the closet?
She's like, 1 second, Rob. Okay, let's go. Rob's like, yeah, that's what we like in Jamaica Queens, baby. Rob, that's gross. Focus. Broner was dangerous. All right, let's see what we got.
Broner was dope. I like Broner.
But I wonder who's gonna say that.
I agree, by the way, with that last one.
Which one?
If Broner was sober and never drank, he would have been very successful. I remember watching him on HBO. What was the show? What was it? HBO After Dark or Showtime?
Yeah, one of those.
I remember seeing him like 5, 6, 7 fights in, and I was like, wow. Like, I was so impressed by Broner's hand speed,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's up, Tony? Yeah, he was dope. Fill out the poll, people. Let me go. I'm going to go down here because I'm getting... let's look at the poll. What's it at? Probably not enough views.
It's about 20
only 20 votes, but Berto, you guys are going to make Yayan get very upset because Yayan loves himself some Broner, and they got Berto damaging him.
Broner didn't let his hands go at the one, 140,
Oh,
147. He was a
Botox.
beast at featherweight,
Yeah,
though.
he was. He was no joke. Botox doesn't only go in the. So you were banging her and all. There was like hard lumps everywhere from her Botox and her butt cheeks. Ew.
This is nasty.
Oh, Rob, please.
Rob, you got to keep that in the closet, man.
Ugh. Ugh. Come on, Rob. Broner was weird. I've never seen a boxer lose so many early rounds and do so much better in the later rounds. Is that how was that his MO? I don't really remember that. Blanched, bro.
Broner didn't let his hands go, man.
Rob's like, yo, let me see your ID. She pulls out. He goes, nah, your AARP card, baby. Let me see it. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
That's an interesting take, AB. There you go, AB talking about AB.
More
Attorney
skill
Bentley.
will sit in the pocket. Berto was, I don't know, man.
Berto was a dog, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fast hands. You know,
Chino Perez. I don't think this said so much about Chino Perez, more so than about where Conwell was at. He just maybe needs a little more seasoning. I'm not saying Chino Perez was now, because Chino Perez showed us what he's about, right? He has some losses. He's done what he does. But Conwell, we hadn't seen what he's about yet, because he was a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he failed the test, but doesn't mean he can't study harder, come back and get a B and then an A. Instinctively, I went with Berto, but Broner was really good for a bit of time.
He was really good.
What is this? What's this? Yayan. What is this, Yayan? Let me see what the fuck he's putting in here.
I'm gonna bet it's a Broner clip.
Why do we only got 21? Wow, only 22 votes in this whole thing. There's almost 60 people in here, and we got 20 votes. Unbelievable. What is this? Oh, it's a Broner clip of him knocking somebody down one punch. Yayan, I could show you a clip of a grandmother knocking somebody out. Like it happens. Doesn't mean they're gonna,
I like that fight, though. I do. That's a good one. But yeah, the reason why I'm picking Berto is because I feel like he just throws a lot more punches, especially in the inside. Broner, he really doesn't. That's been my biggest criticism with Broner when he was fighting those sides. He doesn't let his hands go enough.
That's true. How does Birdman like this? Is that what that's supposed to mean? I don't know how Birdman rubs his hands.
Rob's seen it.
Rob's like, yo, you got those JBL hearing aids, baby? Come on.
Yeah, baby, we coming.
Yeah, you got those beats? Those beats, baby? Oh. Yo, turn around for me. Ah, yeah, nice and slow. That hip is new.
This is nasty.
All I'm going to say is Berto was never close to being pound for pound. What you mean? You showed me. Yayan pulled out a listing, showed me from with a Ring magazine where I'm sorry, Broner. Broner was actually like number 7 or 8. Yayan, I was like, there's no way. And he showed me a listing. Yayan proved it. Berto wasn't pound for pound. You're right. That's a good point. But he was also fighting in the era of, Mayweather. A lot of talent was around. So,
What was Sean Porter?
yeah, what was Sean Porter?
Is that the clip that he showed you? Broner against Porter? That's another fight. Again, Broner didn't let his hands go enough. But what he did in the last round, he dropped Sean Porter.
That's what that clip was probably, yeah. Y'all thinking of 135 Broner. 47 was not it. True.
Nah, Broner was much better in the lower weight classes.
True. Word. Conwell, a con. He just hyped up Journeyman. Oh, damn. Nah, Broner was 5. Broner beat Berto. Let's see what we got here in the poll. 25 votes. Wow, it's even getting worse for you, Yayan. Almost 70% got Berto, slapping him up. Sorry, Yayan, but Yayan, 68% of people think he would lose. That's your king? Depends on what.
You ain't right, Marco.
Well, that's Iraq, aka Vlogs. I don't know if he's in here a lot. That's his thing. He'll say something and go, "That's your king?" ? So I was just biting his style. Depends on what Broner. Prior to Maidana, Broner let his hands. That's true. But again, he was also going up in weight, and that affects punching power. It affects a lot of things.
You know what's crazy about that? I was actually impressed by Broner's performance against Maidana because he took a lot of punishment and adversity, and he came on strong in the later rounds. Like he went the distance with Maidana, much bigger, much harder puncher.
I want to let you finish. I don't want to cut you off, but you forgot about one thing that he did.
What? The humping thing?
Not just the humping thing, but when he gave the weakest Academy Award performance I've ever seen, where he fell like, he was trying to quit. He was trying to quit, or not quit, excuse me.
He was trying to buy himself some time.
No, I think he was trying to get the dude that and not get the dude disqualified because he knew that he was in over his head. So what about that? That kind of negates all the other shit you just said, in my opinion.
I don't know. I don't know. I thought he was trying to buy some time, obviously.
Collapse, when you're at the club and a drunk girl gets all over dramatic because she sees like her man talking to a girl, he collapsed like, he collapsed like that.
It was nasty. I thought the humping there was nastier though.
It's weird. But you know what was nastier too?
Maidana gave it right back to him though.
What about when that was at least 20 years ago or whatever? What about when Canelo and Berlanga were like air spanking themselves off? Like, what the fuck? Do you remember that? Canelo's like bang, 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 and then Berlanga's like, yeah.
Oh, at the press conference you talking about? Yeah.
Why did nobody talk about No Diddy and Tutti Frutti and Pause? What the fuck was that? Even for me, and we come from an era where we could make gay jokes back then and people wouldn't be as like that. Even for me was like what? What? Like
it was different.
Canelo's, I get. Canelo's was like, I'll spank you, bam, bam. But then he had to, from spanking you, then he had to start thrusting. So now it goes from spanking you to like, I'm going to fuck you in your ass. And then Berlanga countered it with air cranking.
Yeah, I saw it.
I don't want to see that. Gross. That was weird. And not many people talked. I was like, he's air jacking. Who wants to see that? Whatever. What up, Marco? What's up? Broner almost got with Maidana, just was too hard to turn up. I mean, he got fucked up. Nello got a pass because he didn't speak English. Nello speaks better English than a lot of you guys in here. Nah, but Nello speaks fine English. Come on. Mike Tyson will get mad. Pause today. Nah, Tyson. Were you kidding? Tyson just the other day when he was hyping the fight for Jake Paul. Do you remember what he said?
That
Jake said something like, I'm gonna spank your ass, or and then Tyson goes, well, that's interesting because right now I'm looking at you and I have an erection.
That I didn't hear. When was that?
That was one of the press conferences for the Jake Paul fight.
I'm glad I didn't.
And see, nobody even realizes it. Lose the wire earpiece. How about this, Chicago? Buy me some dope shit. But see, I don't fuck with. I like wired because I prefer not to fry in brain cancer into my head with the fucking wireless shits. But how about this? Buy me a piece of dope mic / headpieces and I'll wear it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up.
Chicago, he's going to tell you that those are JBLs, though.
They are JBLs.
I'm surprised you didn't say it. Why do you only wear one?
Because I don't want both my ears to be like, I like being able to hear. Like when you're on the phone, you put both ears in. Now you do one because you want to be able to hear around you. I don't want both in. Marco, read my Roy Jones comment. I don't know if I want to, but fine. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Broner never got KO'd like Roy Jiggity Jones.
Ooh.
You keep that shit up, Yayan. You keep that shit up, and
is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
This fucking guy. Yeah, Mike is a walking pause button. Nah, nobody cares. Mike could tell dudes. Mike could say that he has a full lead pipe for them. Mike could whoop little drunk white boys' asses on a plane. He could do whatever he wants, and nobody says anything. Oh
Mike,
well, that's Mike. He's America's sweetheart. Like people think. I'm telling you,
Mike could
think
wear a fucking cup with no underwears under and show his ass in front of the entire
yeah.
world
Well, that
and
was
get away with it.
more.
And get
That's
away with it.
more. Some fighters do that. He just didn't know the camera was on him. Like I don't think he realized, or he
Bullshit. I
didn't
think
know.
he did that shit on purpose. There were
Yeah, he
probably
might
like 50 million people watching that shit too.
take back all
Mike is just Mike, man. He's different, man.
Yeah. Mike Tyson was trying to get in Jake's head by trying to creep him out. Well, Jake said something first. Did you guys remember what called? I think Jake said something like Mike's going to be sweet or Mike looks. He said something like Mike looks cute, like a very lighthearted, gayish joke. And then Mike came back extra crispy. Johnny, I can't believe you are a New Yorker. You must be the most polite New Yorker in the world. Aren't you from Bensonhurst? No, where are you from?
Oh, me from Bushwick, man.
Bushwick. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm from the hood, but I've changed. Age has mellowed me out. I'm totally not the same person I was in my 20s and my 30s.
Me too. Remember when Mike got out of prison, boy? Yeah, that's when Fat Joe told the story. He was trying to, him and Big Pun. What do you guys think about Berlanga versus Shiraz? Is that happening?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'll be right back. Hold it down, please.
They are saying that July 12th, Berlanga Shiraz on the same card with Shakur and William Zepeda. I like it. It actually came out of nowhere because I've been in Berlanga camps and I'm thinking that they were waiting for the winner of Munguia Saras because they want a Munguia fight, but I like it. I mean, I like that fight. Haven't really got to think about it much to break it down yet. But make sure y'all check me out. If y'all have not subscribed to the Hangout Spot, make sure y'all subscribe. We do live shows as well with mad guests, interviews. Make sure you check me out, man. I'm usually live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Definitely come out and subscribe, man. And support. I can't put up questions. I can see the chat, but I can't put them up. Marco has to put those up.
What happened? Put up what?
Maybe I had someone place bets for you outside of Florida. No, but I would like to have someone occasionally do that for me. I mean, I'm a casual bettor. I'm not a hardcore bettor, but I used to like to throw $25, $50 on a fighter when I lived in Pennsylvania.
Scooter, straight up. I'm trying to go with both cards that weekend. The whole card is crazy.
Yeah, I may go to New York for that, Marco.
For which?
For the Berlanga, Shiraz, Shakur Zepeda, Berlanga Shiraz,
Hit me up.
Pollo against Matias. I can do that for you. All right, Jan, I'll let you know.
Your interviews are really awesome.
Appreciate you, Troy. Appreciate the support, man. Share them, man. We need some more viewers, man.
What is this, Mo?
We need some more subscribers, too.
The ring card. Let's see what we got here. What's this that poll at? I mean, I'm gonna close in a second. Only 33. Yeah, I mean, it's holding steady. All right, I'll present this. We can see what we got going on here. This is the card. The card is
right there.
Oh wait, let me take this off. All right, there's the card. We got Edgar Berlanga versus Hamza Shiraz.
Moving up in weight.
Shakur versus Zepeda. Oof.
Much anticipated.
Matias versus Puello.
Mm-hmm. 140
and Morel. Who the fuck is Kataev?
It's a great card, man.
And what? July 12th, New York City. Damn, I'm going to have a lot. I got to get in, man. This is like 2 or 3 cards already going to be in New York City. And I don't think he's like doing the standard like credential. You know what I mean? I don't know how I get in these.
Who? What do you mean?
Turkey. Like, I don't know how we can get in as media. I don't think they're doing the standard shit.
The and then Friday night, the 11th, that's the Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor.
Yeah, and like
that's in New York as well. So
that one, that one I might be able to get into. That's MVP.
Yeah, that's Jake Paul.
Yeah, but like I gotta press up on. I gotta try and get the right people to hook me up. These Duddenzoid. They want to go. It's because Mike is a Freemason. That's why he showed his ass. Oh, you sound like my wife, man. She all talks about all that Freemason and conspiracy shit. Puello's going to retire Matias. Damn. Is this a Riyadh? Yeah, it is. What's the name of Johnny's channel? The Hangout Spot.
I just put it in the chat again. I will put the link for you guys to.
He is a killer. They're saying MSG Theater, Big Room, or Barclays. MSG Theater. Okay.
Well, Friday is the Amanda and Katie is in the Big Room at the Garden. So I'm thinking Barclays they'll probably put this one at. That's my guess.
Yeah. But Mike always said good stuff. Like, okay. Marco, you're going to need a good set of construction grade knee pads to get in the Shakur and Zepeda fight. Ew. Gross. CJ, I will put a G that Canelo wins dominantly. Uh-oh. Do it through this channel. Do it through the channel. Let's place the bet. Let's do it.
Canelo B2. Dominantly.
Oh, Canelo. Oh.
Skull?
I don't know who they're talking about.
William Skull? May 3rd?
What's CJ? Well, I'm looking for CJ's last comment.
They must have went back and forth on the chat.
This one here, want to bet on Canelo when I pull up 500. Oh, against Crawford.
Oh, Crawford. Okay, got it.
I pull up 500 on Crawford. Oh,
got it.
Oh. Canelo stops Skull, then will lose to Crawford. Wow. I don't know who's going to win that fight, man. I told you I had Canelo easily, but when I saw these two dudes, same size, if not Crawford bigger. So I don't know. But again, both had winter jackets on. It was, Eric, what up?
For me, it's not skill. For me, it's just punch resistance. Can Crawford take Canelo's best shot? Moving up 2 weight classes. That's it. Skill-wise, I think Canelo he can compete with Canelo. I do.
Right. We know Canelo will take Crawford's. I mean, we don't know, but most likely.
Canelo taking Crawford's?
Canelo can take Crawford's best shot.
Absolutely. I mean, that's not even a question. It's the opposite.
Yeah, but you never know. Like, it's more.
No way. Crawford's not hurt. Nobody's hurt Canelo. I think we can arguably say he has the best chin in boxing.
But I'm just saying you never know. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, you're right. Most likely it's not even a question. So the question is, right, can Crawford take that shot?
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm sure the dudes, oh, shit, big shout to my man, the myth, the legend, Yayan, excuse me. Let me hit him with the.
You told me to call him Yeon. Which one is it?
I made a mistake. We went. Well, first, let me.
Thank you. Come again.
We went over this, and he goes, Johnny said it right, and then you corrected him. You've been saying my name wrong for a year. I'm like, why are you telling me this now?
So I said it right, and you said it wrong.
Yes, it's Yayan. He said like lion, like an animal with a lion, but with a Y. Yayan. Lion. Yayan. Yayan. Ya. And then yen.
So you made me start saying it wrong.
Right. Inadvertently, I didn't know. Catch y'all tomorrow. You the man, John. You're the man. You're the man.
Yayan. Peace, brother.
Yayan. I think it's Yayan. Oh, Lion. Yayan. I think it's Yayin, not Yayan. I'm very confused.
Yeah, so am I.
You weren't in here, but they were spelling it. It was a Y-A-Y-E-N, like Ya.
He's got to spell it again. Yeon.
It's Yayen.
Right. Make sure he comes on my live shows. Make sure you spell it correctly so I can say it correctly in my lives, please.
I believe it's like this because it's like I'm gonna write it in the chat.
Tuesday night, y'all, 9 p.m.
I'll
be live.
With a guest. Sharp, accurate shots won't concuss, but they will sting enough times to potentially hurt Canelo.
You are talking about Crawford to Canelo.
That's correct. So it's not Yayan, it's Yayen. I was right. You weren't in the room, but like we went over this. It was like a 15-minute conversation. What up, Mamoon? What are the days you go live, Johnbo?
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes Mondays too. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notifications. But 9 p.m. 9 p.m.
Crawford is nothing new for Canelo. Crawford has never seen a Canelo. Well, how do we know he hasn't seen that in sparring, though, Robert? We don't know that. Roy Jones, the GOAT side to me.
Y'all must have forgot.
Oh, Johnny. Okay, Johnny. See you Tuesday.
Jersey Bob, see you Tuesday.
Do you think
Dominic
inactivity-
Valle, Marco, featherweight,
that?
undefeated.
Oh,
He'll
okay.
be on Tuesday with me.
Like I said,
Undefeated.
if you ever want me to jump on, if you want, tag team it and not in a fruity way. What's my man saying here? Do you think the inactivity? You guys know my opinion on inactivity. As long as the fighter remains in the gym, inactivity to me, when you're at that level, if anything, it helps you. In my opinion, it rests your body, keeps the mileage down. So no, I don't think so. But there's differing views on this. That right to the body on the weave out from Crawford is crazy work. I don't know what he's talking about.
There you go. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Weeknights.
Rockets are playing terrible, but still in the game. Why the fuck you watch? Oh, you just like that. You just like, damn, that's right. The Nets bounced from Jersey. Like, peace. Man, boxing fans, we're getting spoiled this year. I hope so, because I've noticed, I don't know about you, but my channel has been not just this, across the board, the past few weeks, it's been way less because boxing, there's nothing crazy coming up.
It's going to start to heat up, though.
Right. Probably starting right around May 2nd. Like
May 2nd, it'll start to heat up. Yep.
Yeah, or the
fights
weekend
in June,
after.
July now. It's crazy.
Shadow boxing can help negate your inactivity. Anything can help negate your inactivity as long as you're in the gym. And don't forget, a lot of these guys are sparring still almost regularly. You know what I mean? Staying sharp that way. So not actually having fights, I disagree. That's going to be the biggest weekend in boxing history. Damn.
Well, I mean, Mo got a point, though, Marco. I mean, Friday, Saturday, Canelo, and then Sunday. Let's not forget, nobody's talking about Inoue. Inoue's return back to the States on Sunday in Vegas.
In the States?
Yes, in Vegas, Sunday. So you got Friday night, Times Square. You got Saturday, Canelo. And then you got Sunday, Inoue in Vegas. It's going to be crazy.
What channel's the Inoue one on?
Well, that'll be on ESPN, probably ESPN Plus.
Nice, and we'll be able to watch it together for once. It's not at like 3 a.m, Japan time.
Exactly. Well, whatever it is, 5 o'clock in the morning on a Monday night.
Too early. People are like, "You're gonna wake up." I'm like, "Nope."
No, that's gonna be crazy, man. I mean, we're gonna do live fight chats. We're gonna do shows. It's gonna be nuts. I can't wait.
You can read this one.
Go ahead. Either you dare get back into the dating game. These chicks out here trying to strap on. Yo, listen, I've been saying this, CJ. I've been saying this for weeks and weeks. I mean, even this, the boxing voice, they talk about this shit all the time. I am glad that I am happily married and I do not have to date in this day and age. I'm good. And then that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, listen, it's just a different day and age, bro. It's a different day and age. Online dating. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm happily married and I'm fine with that.
Oh, Crawford those. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, he does.
People thought Pacquiao couldn't hurt welterweights. That's true. Well,
very true.
It did hurt them, Franklin, but for the most part, it was more of a cumulative beating he would give them. It wasn't really, except for Hatton, there wasn't really any one punch joints.
Yeah, but his punches, what he did to Margarito was legendary shit. It
was dope. Josue, appreciate you.
Oh, that's a good point, Jay Franklin. Really good point.
Mm-hmm. Show is.
Really
All right. Josue just sent another cash app for the Tyson gloves. So we're getting there slowly.
And I like that because I want me as a fight fan, obviously we're talking about it. I want more people to be to consider that fight 50-50. Because right now, I think there's a lot of fight fans that consider Canelo the favorite because he's the bigger guy.
All right. Starline, I love that. He's like, wipe yourself off. You're bleeding. Remember the dude with he had the bleached hair? Salute. What's up? Stay wavy. Question. Would you suggest Charlo fight Crawford now? Yeah, why not?
I would love it.
I don't think Crawford would do that because that's definitely not.
I don't want that.
Nah. That was gangster, though, what Crawford did. As he's dropping Errol Spence repeatedly, he goes over and grabs his fucking package and looks at Jermell like, yeah, you could get this. That shit was dope. CJ, bro, it's a war zone out here. If you try to pay for dinner, you're a sexist. If you don't pay for dinner, you're a broke.
Mo Green nailed it, bro. Telling you, man, I got no time for that. I'm so glad I don't have to date.
Shit. I know. Josue, appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you. Come again.
Oh, man, that's funny. We are really using one fight as a sample size. We're talking about Crawford's predicted lack of power in this fight. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Jun Tao. Yeah, no. Jun Tao wasn't the dude. Jun Tao was the British white guy who was the main. The dude he's talking about.
What are you talking? You're talking about
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour or something?
Yeah, Jun Tao. Jun Tao ended up being the British dude who was his friend, who was just sneaking him on.
Right.
But he's talking about the Asian kid who had the bleached head.
What was his name then? I don't
think he had a name in this.
Yeah.
I don't think they named him. They didn't might call him by name, but he was I saw him in only one other thing. I remember thinking, this guy's a good bad guy.
He was also in The Sopranos.
Canelo will eat anything Bud throws at him. Triple G couldn't hurt him. Bivol couldn't hurt him. And Crawford. You're probably right, Robert.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Crawford can hurt him.
But look, we never saw Errol Spence. We've never saw Errol Spence that hurt. And look what, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes shit happens is my point. Let me
ask the chat a question. And you as well, Marco. Would you guys say that skill-wise, Crawford is more skillful than Canelo?
Well, okay, let's weigh it. Because skill, in the way I look at it, I'm not just answering yes or no because skill has components. Now we got to look at the branches on this tree.
Break it down.
Okay. Power. Canelo has more power.
Okay.
Speed. Crawford has more speed. But Crawford is not excessively fast. IQ. I believe their IQs are very similar. Canelo just different. I'm going to say similar. Maybe Crawford a little better, but similar. Footwork, I would say Crawford. Defense, I would say Canelo. Because Crawford's defense is he sits in the pocket. He does a lot of high guard. He takes shots to give shots. Canelo has slick with his head move. I'm going to say Canelo.
Heart and determination.
Both equal. So what was that now that we just did? I think it was a little more towards Canelo.
We did six.
And I think it was...
So you said speed. Wait. You said speed Crawford. Power Canelo.
This is Canelo, right?
Footwork Crawford.
Crawford. Defense Canelo.
Ring IQ. You said
even. Well, no, maybe Crawford.
Can't do it even.
Crawford. I'll go with Crawford. Ring IQ.
I agree. And then you said heart and determination Canelo. I don't even agree with that one.
Nah, that'd have to be Crawford. If I had to pick, yeah.
Right. So that's 4-2.
That's 4-2. So I guess
this is where I was going with this.
Yeah.
From a skill perspective, I think that Crawford's the more skillful guy. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm translating that into a win. We are talking about the King of 168, division.
Conditioning. I like that one star. We got to do one more gas tank.
Somebody's conditioning in there?
But it doesn't matter because even if we give it to Canelo Crawford, it'll still get some 4-3.
Right.
But conditioning, I've never seen either of them really tired.
Yeah, I think that one's kind of
But we can't do even.
Conditioning, because he's fighting in his own weight class and not Crawford, I will say Canelo.
Yeah, okay.
So there you go, 4-3.
Either way, yeah. Is there anyone we're missing?
Crawford.
No. Did we do speed?
Yeah, we did speed.
Yeah, we did all that. Yeah, so
So I mean, skill-wise on paper, You know, there may be a lot of people that will pick Crawford to win because of that. However, we all know paper doesn't translate into the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo is the guy. He's very, very precise. You saw what he did with that left hook, landed on. My thing is this: that left hook that he dropped Belonga with, a 200-pound Belonga with. Does Crawford get up from that left hook? That's the only thing I ask. And I'd love the chat to be able to chime in on that. Maybe he does. I'm not saying he doesn't. I just want people to start to think about that. It's about punch resistance at the higher weight classes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Being that Crawford has the edge in skill, this is why I was trying to say, I thought, well, size matters too much. But when I saw that the size might not even be a thing in this fight, that really fucked my head up. I'm like, damn, who's going to... Wow.
Now, well, when it comes to physical stature, right? Because Crawford is just as tall. That's what you're talking about. But
well, Crawford was a little taller and a little wider even.
But Canelo is used to fighting bigger guys and breaking down bigger guys.
Right.
He's done it.
Agreed. Here's what I think, though.
That's why I think size does matter in this fight.
I think Crawford has in many times sparred probably middleweight, super middles, light heavies, and will do that for this fight. So he will be acclimated. I'm telling you, like, just in my pathetic comparison of a career to these guys, I've sparred all kinds of weights, and just doing it once or twice had me like understanding what it's for, like how it feels, what it's about. So that might not be you might be right though. You might have a point, but you might not. It's hard to tell.
That's what makes this fight so intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Clarissa.
Let's see if it happens. You know boxing.
If Eminem walks out, but then it's going to be hard for Canelo to win. Oh boy.
That was kind of dope.
This is what I'm saying, Scooter.
Crawford did some shit that nobody's ever done before when it comes to the Eminem shit.
Yeah, that was dope. This is what I'm trying to say, though, Scooter. That's my issue with Crawford's the earmuff. He can't do that earmuff. Forget about the body. The punches will go through that earmuff. They slide through.
That's
you know what
a
I'm
great
saying?
point.
How many times have you seen it? Like, boom. They like slide down and crack you, or they go right through the middle. Man. I used to love earmuff guard guys because I had a lot of speed. So for me, it's like target practice. I throw one shot, get them to do this, and then with no head movement. Even if you're blocking all of them, you're still taking trauma. It's an awful defense to have. But, you know, he might not do that if he feels shots coming at him super heavy. He might switch it up, Crawford. I think Crawford would be smart to take a fight at 160 first. Well, it's not happening, Troy.
Would have been, but that ship sailed.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah, I agree. Would have been good, but it's not going to happen.
Like they both, like since he's waiting, but Crawford's like, fuck this. He's smart. I don't want to put any more unnecessary damage on me. I don't want to risk this. I just want to do this one big fight. I think he's going to retire. I know he didn't say it, but I get that feeling. If he wins, walk off in the sunset.
Yeah, that's not hard to believe. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What up, Half? Bud is 38.
Half, what up?
Bud is 38.
Yeah, well, that's
by the time they fight, he'll be 39 probably.
That's another thing to consider. Age.
Mm-hmm. Went to go see Sinners with what's Sinners?
It's a movie. How was it? Half, how was it? I heard about it.
Canelo is 34.
No,
Robert.
Canelo's like 34.
Yeah,
Probably
but whatever. It's
35,
only 1 year off.
Yeah.
I saw me and wifey. It was our 23rd year anniversary 2 days ago. Me and wife.
Congrats, bro.
If you say so. You don't know her. No, I'm just playing. But we saw that's I didn't go live that night, but we saw that Jason Statham movie, the Working Man. I love Jason Statham movies. They're all so cheesy and overly done and just way too much killing and people wearing goofy outfits. Like,
know what you're gonna get, right?
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so unrealistic. It's almost not depressing seeing everybody die. It's just like, oh, it's like you're watching a game of Call of Duty.
So did this one not disappoint you?
No, I loved it. It was
Oh,
dope.
you loved it. Okay.
Loved it. And he's
Okay.
always, he'll go in there, he'll kill everybody and not even get one bullet graze him. Like, it's so unrealistic and stupid, but it's dope. When he says like one-liners like, you shouldn't come here for that.
Do you like him because you think you resemble him?
I've been told that before. I don't mind that one. I don't think I do. I mean, I'm bald and we have facial like 5 o'clock shadows and we're both white and bald.
That's what I'm saying.
But other than, I don't mind that one. I've been told I look like Murr from Impractical Jokers. I don't like that one.
Okay.
That one I don't find complimentary. I don't know what else I get.
Who else, chat? Who does Marco resemble?
I used to get, when I had the full head of hair, David Duchovny when I was young. I used to get that one. Yeah. Yeah, I used to get that one. Let me see if I can pull up the picture.
Well, I did see your picture when you were young with a full head of hair. It was, I don't know.
Yeah.
Boxing gloves on. I did see that. Okay.
But that one was, there's other ones too. What do I have?
Chad, do y'all think that Marco looks like Jason Statham? The broke man version.
The broke man version?
The broke man version.
Where was it? I have one. I don't know where the fuck it's at.
Who says Sinners is trash? Was it trash?
What?
Boots that's trash. What outside the boxing thinking. The outside the box thing he said is trash.
Boo.
Sinners better than Dust and better than Dust Till Dawn. That's what I'm trying to find out.
If you've seen one Jay Statham movie, you've seen them all. Exactly, Scooter. That's what I'm saying. It's like crack. That Liam Neeson's are a little goofier, but the same shit. He'll kill everybody and their mother, and he won't like it. It's the same action.
I like the Taken movies were good. The first two were good. Taken.
Yeah. Sinners was amazing.
So here we go. Was it good? Was it not good? What's going on, chat? Let me know because I'm thinking about. Me and my wife were movie people, but it's like movies aren't the same anymore. Like I love movie theater popcorn. Like we literally we gotta watch. What's on the movie because we haven't ate movie theater popcorn lately. But there's nothing good out there, man.
I look like MCA from the Beastie Boys. Is that the one who died? I think it is MCA Beastie. I know that. Yeah, that's the one who died. Adam Yauch. Yeah.
Isaiah Boy says Sinners was phenomenal.
Kind of look like him, I guess. Crawford likes taking straight right hands to the face with his chin. Yup, that's what I'm saying, Robert. It's exactly what we're saying.
Whoa, go up. Isaiah Boy said Sinners was phenomenal, Oscar worthy in my opinion. Wow.
Oh, okay. Ooh. We saw Crawford break down Porter's all-out style, dissected Porter. Well, barely. Porter was ahead, arguably, when the fight stopped. So,
Marco Mo Brinks and Ness hated Sinners. That's how you know it's good.
Yeah,
shout out to you, Mo.
Most of the shit Ness likes, I don't like. Like when he's poured up shit, I'm like, eh. Like I don't think it's whack, Sinners. But it's not something like I thought was dope like he does. So we have different tastes, obviously. Y'all should watch Layer Cake. Crime movies making me hungry. Sinners a big bucket of popcorn. Yeah, man, I love.
Wow, so there you go. I get the tub, extra butter. Gotta have it. Oh.
See, I don't add the butter anymore because we're at that age, and they already have butter on popcorn. People don't know that. Did you know that it already comes buttered?
Doesn't matter.
People don't know that.
I do the extra butter. It doesn't matter.
Wait,
extra butter.
You drink Cokes too? Full sugar Cokes?
No, I don't drink soda. I'm not a soda guy.
Okay, so you at least stay away from sugar.
Or beer. I'm a beer guy.
Okay. Good die, mate. The white DMX. I'll take it. I got the poetic flow like him, just not rapping, but on these boxing videos. Sinners was excellent, but you have to be in a mood to really pay attention and think. What's Sinners about?
Everybody is comparing it to From Dusk Till Dawn.
Okay. Attorney, by the way, I misspoke. That picture I said I was 23. I was not. That was my second or third profile. I was 25 or 26 there. Yeah, I was 25 or 26 in that picture. I had misspoken. When I first turned pro, I had longer hair. I'm trying to find this one picture.
When Marco was a young fighter, he looked like Greg Haugen.
Nah, hell no. That's right. I'm gonna hit the racist button on you. You think I look like, really? You thought I looked like Greg Haugen?
Greg Haugen.
I don't think so.
And somebody just said in the chat, you're gonna read it right now, who you look like, and I agree with them.
Greg Haugen?
Attorney Bailey, I totally agree with you with that
What'd he
one.
say?
But
What'd
I'm
he
not
say?
gonna say it because I want you to read it.
What'd he say?
You gotta read it. You gotta put it on the screen. You gotta read
Here's
it.
one. Here's one. I'm gonna show. This one was for my first pro fight. And you see the hair. There it is. So I had the hair there.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the here. I'm 23. This is 23.
He got the hair in the chest too going on. Look at that.
Yep. 23 here. Boom. Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep. And I was mean. Look at me. I was active.
Look at them neck muscles, man.
Hey man. And this was just a normal picture. No lighting, no Photoshop, none of that. Yeah. Yeah, that's 23. I made a mistake. I mean, I look almost the same. My hair went a little shorter. Who did you say I look like? I didn't read it.
Where is it? I don't know where you're at. Kelly Pavlik, he said.
Oh, racism. All right, that's it. Billy.
Bro,
oh, that's racist.
Accurate, man. That's not racist at all, man. You
Damn,
do
bro.
look like Kelly Pavlik now.
Damn.
You look like the Kelly Pavlik who fought Jermaine. What was it?
We're just both white and bald.
Taylor.
I'm not even that white. Like I get a little olivey. Like I got the Mediterranean Bulgarian blood in me, so I could tan easily. Kelly's fucking Irish. We don't have the same fucking features. You guys are racist. This is ridiculous. Teddy Atlas' son.
Man.
That's racist too.
Teddy
Atlas. Marco looks like a grown-up Stewie. That seems like it's an insult. Stewie from The Family Guy? Paulie without the hair, so I look like I look like a Sicilian to you, Clarissa? Right.
He said, somebody said a grown-up Stewie, man. Y'all crazy. Oval Office, you crazy.
This goes to everybody in the chat.
Oh, that's racist.
Unbelievable. Ah, man. Oh. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. It is midnight out this bitch. Yeah, so I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Johnny, let me know if you ever want me to jump on. And yeah, let's resume things tomorrow. People, appreciate all of you.
Got it, man. Salute to y'all. Make sure y'all check me out.
All right. Peace.
Peace.